It happened this week, Tuesday morning, December 6th, 2022. Hattrick Crushed. Hey guys, it's Papa Mish. I've been playing Hattrick for over 11 years and such a thing never happened. Tuesday morning, the site just crashed. It went down. All the servers, the normal ones, the stage, the app, the game was gone. Obviously, I want to talk about this. What actually happened? What were the solutions? Where do we stand right now? And where do we go from here? We lost connection to part of our daily life for over 24 hours. I want to share my feelings and also extend my emotional support. So let's begin. I always have Hattrick in the back of my mind. I wake up Tuesday morning and I start thinking about this. I prepare Sam, we brush our teeth, I make coffee for me and Elena, and it's Tuesday, so we'll have daily updates, we have anniversary cup, we have normal cup. Next day I'll have youth academy matches, I'll have cup for my third team. Thursday I'll have the training update, and then I need to prepare my lineups for my league. I bring Sam to the kindergarten, I go to work, and around 10-11 o'clock the game and the site goes down. People are immediately start sending messages in WhatsApp and other things. Hey guys, can you log in? What's happening? I didn't send my lineup to my cup match, and that's a big issue. The site is down. Blank, nothing. Not even the hat-trick guy on the hammock. Like, no connection at all. People start getting stressed as time goes by. If they won't be able to send up the lineup to their match, they lose automatically. The season is gone. Some managers just love postponing anything to the last moment and just sending lineups before their matches. So, about an hour after the crash, we have our first communication from the dev team. They did communicate this on Facebook and on Twitter. So the first one says, the site is down since 1 hour ago, we're turning all stones and likely the culprit is a failed network connections. They are working about this. A few hours more go by and no one knows what's happening. People are stressed. Not everyone is following Hattrick on Facebook and Twitter. So people are saying, hey, I need my daily dose of Hattrick. The next message from the team is in the afternoon, and they're saying, we lost network connection to our servers this morning. We have worked all day to reestablish this. It will involve us, our hosting partner, and the network provider. Right now, there is no indication that there is an issue with our infrastructure beyond the network access. We can't say when we'll be back. It's stress. Times goes by. The anniversary cup matches should have started. There are literally like 30,000 managers still playing HTAL, and probably dozens of thousands managers send their lineup in the last moment or a few hours before the match. And if those managers didn't send their lineup, they'll just lose automatically. It will be a chaos. That will be a big problem. And the normal cups come after this as well. So, they have the next update in the evening of Tuesday, when actually anniversary matches and Apache League matches and International League matches and in Germany the cup matches should have been already finished. They are saying the site is still not back online. We have spent all day trying to figure out what happened with the lost connection, despite our best efforts on our own sysadmins, our hosting company, and the IP transfer. They didn't find a solution. It seems most likely that it's part of our network equipment has failed and the game is crashed. And at that time, they didn't even know what's happening to the transfer market, and that's a big issue as well, because some managers are placing players for zero to provoke bid wars, but if the sale goes without managers being able to bid war and try to buy the player, maybe some random dude just like threw out a first bid and he'll get a $1 million worth of a player for a single measly bid. They did manage to log in and stop the game application at about 7 HT time. This means all the cup matches that should have been automatically played after this time were postponed, stopped, and wasn't being played. But all the cup matches that were already played, they are finished. So what's happening here? No one knows. They are saying, guys, tomorrow we'll go and try to solve this on site. And also they're saying, we're immensely sorry for this downtime and especially frustrated that this happened a mere few months before we had planned to move all the servers to a location closer to our sysop team. If the move had already been happened, we would likely be up and running by now. Happens. Also, Johan made a midnight stream. So, Tuesday, usually I stream, and no cup, no hat-trick. I took the opportunity to go see Portugal crush Switzerland in a pub with a friend that I haven't seen for a long time. I come back home, and at midnight, around something like this, Johan is doing a quick stream, communicating. By the way, he had more viewers than in all the normal streams before this. And he gave some explanation. He said, guys, we are trying to solve this. I don't know what's happening exactly. Probably we'll solve this tomorrow. I don't know how we'll actually fix all the matches that been already played, because that's a big issue. Just understand this. What's happening if you are selling some players in the Anniversary League after your cup match should have ended? Your game were already played, you used those players, you won your game, then after the game they didn't know what happened to the transfer market. So what happened if all the players actually been solved after the game, and then Hattrick will rerun your game, but you don't have your players anymore, so now you'll maybe lose because you don't have lineup? He doesn't know. He said that all the cup matches that haven't been played, they will probably postpone those to a later date, a later hour on Wednesday, to give the managers a few hours to submit their lineup, and then they'll try to adjust all the daily updates and everything before the training update on Thursday, and they'll try to resolve this. So he was very honest about everything and tried to answer all the questions that he could. Then on Wednesday, the site is still down and they are on site trying to resolve this. Their first update was at around 2 HT time. They're saying the site is still down since yesterday with a failed network system. We're now working to replace this. In the stream, he said that they will probably have everything up and running. They will let the site run for a few hours to see what's happening, to think about all the solutions that they want to do for what's happened, and then they will open the site somewhere around Wednesday afternoon. He said that the simulated messages has been stopped since almost 7 Wednesday, and all the matches before this were already played. He did say that the transfer market was actually stopped Tuesday morning, so nothing bad happened on the transfer market at the time of the crash. And finally, Wednesday evening, we're back, 6:30 HT time. And he said matches during downtime has been postponed until Thursday morning. All transfer has been postponed for 48 hours from their initial deadline. And they sent a big message on my Hattrick and also an email for all the managers playing the game, explaining what happened. Let me find the email for you as well. explaining what happened and also what are the solutions. So all the matches eventually were scheduled to be played on Thursday morning. Even those matches that were already played, like Anniversary League, International League, Germany, and everything else, because the transfer market had been stopped. No problem to submit the lineups again. So the solutions were to have all the matches played on Thursday. So since Wednesday evening until Thursday morning, everyone can resubmit or just submit their lineups. The transfer market is secure. They will postpone the daily updates and the training updates on Thursday. They said that the site will run very slowly until then, and eventually everything will be caught up. They said that the matches will run in the background, so probably you won't be able to see your matches online. Actually, some of them were running online, so it doesn't really matter. And that's it. The issue is resolved. The game is back. The game's been played. The training caught up. The site is still a little bit slow, but we have everything back to normal. That was stressful. First of all, I really want to praise Johan and the dev team for the way they handled this crisis. It could have been much worse. They communicated the situation, they kept the community updated through social media, and even Johan went to stream Tuesday midnight when he was working his ass off probably all day with the dev team, and it was very stressful for them. He finished with a line Bjorn told him before. He said, go to sleep and we'll see if tomorrow we'll have a game. And he paraphrased it saying, let's go to sleep, we will have a game tomorrow. He was pretty confident that they had so many different solutions. Some were better, some were worse. From using a backup to re-roll the game to maybe just saying to some people, hey, we're terribly sorry, but your cup game was finished. There is no way for us to reverse this without having a big impact on the whole game. So you didn't send the lineup, you didn't have a default lineup, we're sorry you lost. But eventually they found even a better solution. They rerun everything, the transfer market was stopped, all the managers had a lot of time to resubmit or just submit their lineups, and nothing too bad happened. Well, my anniversary team got screwed again. I lost with the 74-24 replays in my favor, but I could say, okay, thanks, that's part of the game. But I think they really handled the solution well, and I want to say thank you to them. My mind was always working. What will happen? And will it affect the training? Will it affect other things? Some people are going in so much detail to how they plan their Hattrick week. So this really shook everything up. The site is still a little bit slow, but I think we are back to normal. I think we are in the clear. I think I'll make sure I have default normal lineups for all my matches, although I always do fine-tuning before every match. How did you feel about this? Guys, again, Hattrick, it's such a big part of our life. Like, we're working, we have family, we don't have to be logged in 24/7. But in our mind, we always know this game is there. And having over 24 hours when it was just blank, gone, crashed, it felt weird. Please let me know in the comment sections, how did you handle this Black Tuesday? And as always, Hattrick, it's more than a game, it's a community. I'm here for you guys, and let's keep this journey together.